Hello everybody, my name is Mateo Salvador. Welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator AirHauler. We're going to be continuing, and today I'm super excited because we're going to be doing an actual flight. Let's get right into it. So if you missed the previous episode, all we did is a type rating test to basically make sure that we are certified to be able to fly this plane commercially. And we got some things here. This is the screen, the main menu screen for AirHauler. It is not connected to the game, so as you can see, I still have the game there. It's its own window. Can I actually put this in full screen? I cannot. Okay, well, that's fine. So we have a bunch of different things here. We have cargo jobs, passenger jobs. We have company bases. Our base, if I click this, it'll actually take us here. We can see our base right here in Southampton, so that's pretty cool. And we currently have our plane there as well. But I'm not too sure if we can see our plane. Alright, so if I click on the cargo jobs, it takes us to a map very similar to that of Euro Truck Simulator. The only difference is it shows the entire world. And you can fly to more places than just Europe. The only reason it's showing me jobs here is because I'm obviously in Europe, and it wouldn't make sense for me to have a flight from, you know, London Heathrow all the way to Chicago O'Hare in a Cessna 172. So with this map, you can basically see all the different flights you can do, and it really allows you to kind of plan out your route, basically. So I think we might actually take a flight to here, Monwedden. I don't know how to say that. Monwedden, Woodbridge Airstrip. And then we could take a flight down to Hudson Airfield. Let's see what they're actually doing here. So there is a flight. Oh no, it's a flight back. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, do they have? Let's see if we can actually find that. So we're here at Echo Golf Hotel India, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have a flight. Yeah, the only flight that's coming from our airport, or well, the only flight. Unfortunately, the only flight going between both of these airports is a cargo flight coming from that airport back to our airport. So it wouldn't be useful to go there because we have to come here, fly all the way there, and then fly all the way back, and that just wouldn't be very beneficial. Unfortunately, they're really not very nice with the jobs today now, are they? I mean, we could take a flight all the way here and land here. Les Loges Nanguis, I think. I don't know how to say that. I do apologize, in France. So I feel like that's the closest we could do. Oh, there's also this one, about the same distance away. Let's see, Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray. Ah, perfect, look at that. So this is a flight that's coming from Southampton and going to Padstow Airport. Now, the fee, is that how much they're paying us? Are they paying us $1,000, almost $2,000 for that? It's not a great amount of money, but it's cool. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to accept the job, and we can accept it right here. Yes, I would like to accept the job. And now what we can do is we can go to my base. Let's look at our fleet aircrafts. We can see our fleet here. This is the plane we own. We own a Cessna 172. We can see the condition of it. We can see all this other stuff. We can also see its configuration. So we could also configure it to have passengers if we wanted to, but we're not going to bother with that right now. Passengers is what allows you to increase your reputation, which is very important. Similar to Euro Truck Simulator, that's how you get more jobs. The more reputation you have, the more jobs you get. So anyways, let's fly this aircraft. If I hit this button, I'm going to have to go and probably create my flight plan on SimBrief. I don't know. Will I use SimBrief? I could just do like a direct flight there if I wanted to. All right. Let's hold on one second. What's the airport that we're going to? If I look at my jobs, maybe I would know. Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray. So fly this aircraft. Let's put it in here. Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray? It's Zulu X-Ray, right? I think it's... Yeah, here it is. Yep, perfect. We'll use the selected. We won't bother with anything else. Does it have lights? It does not have lights. ILS system? Can we afford it? I don't know what any of that means. Okay, yep, use selected. Perfect. So now we have the little flight plan here. We're going from Southampton, Echo Golf Hotel India, and we are flying down to... that airport, whatever I just said. What is it, Padstow? Yeah. So here we go. We have the cargo here. If we hit load, there we go. We've loaded in the batteries. So now we are carrying batteries. Let's see. How much fuel do I have? 146. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's just buy 30, why don't we? There we go. Buy 30. I think that'll do. Now, that does cost us money, so we do have to make sure that we don't, spend too much money on fuel. By the way, if you're flying and you don't have any cargo, you still want to use this because if you're not, okay, so let's say you're flying from a location to another location without any cargo. You still want to use this if you're using AirHauler because it will count. It will count. Your plane will wear. Obviously, that's realistic, and I'm pretty sure that in order for the AirHauler to recognize you went to an airport, you need to be flying with this. I don't know if any of that made sense. You can watch different YouTube videos. Anyways, let's now hit OK. Perfect. We spent money. Yay. All right, so here we go. We have some information here. We're here in Southampton. We see the flight path all the way down there. Our cruise level, we're going to put the cruise level, I think, to 14,000. I'm going to do 13,000. That can always change if we wanted to. We're flying VFR. So, yeah, we're flying VFR, which is also awesome. I don't remember what gate stand I am on at Southampton, so that doesn't really matter to us. Yeah, I don't need any of that. We're just going to put in a direct route, which is fine. Awesome. I hope that has lights on it. If it doesn't have lights, that might be a little difficult. Actually, you know what? We can search it up. All right, so I did a little bit of a search, and I can't find Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray. I think Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray was an old military airport, and I don't know if it actually exists anymore, but I do know that this game does have some airports that don't necessarily operate anymore, so we could be taking a trip to an airport that doesn't operate. And now I gotta fix this because I was I was trying to figure out where I was flying to, and I couldn't figure it out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 14,000 here. Flying VFR, everything's gonna do as normal. Let's accept and fly said route. All right, cool. So now we're going to have to set this up. We'll go back into the flight simulator and get our information set up here. I'm already in the flight simulator, but I want to get this situated. So let's get the aircraft situated here. We'll get this stuff started here. Okay. Get the pitot. I always realize I call that pilot. It's pitot, which if you don't know what the pitot, I believe is that thing. And basically what that does is it gives you information such as your speed and I want to say your altimeter. So yeah, that's good stuff to know. Everything here as is it should be. We're not going to worry about starting up the aircraft just yet because I have to put in a little tiny flight plan. We're just going to be putting in a basic kind of flight plan here. So I always forget how to do this. There you go. Go to that. And then I want to say it's, what is it? Echo Golf Hotel India? Isn't that our airport? I probably should have wrote it down, but I didn't. Obviously, I'm the best pilot ever. I just don't think of these things now, do I? I wait until, no, it's golf, isn't it? Golf. I guess it's worth a shot to figure out. And then if it's not, we'll know that I was wrong all along and probably shouldn't have been a pilot. Probably should have been a bus driver instead. Probably would be a lot safer. Yay! Look, it's Southampton. Enter. Awesome. So now we have our first thing written in there. How's our fuel looking? Our fuel's fine. We're not even using fuel because we're running on battery power, which means we need to make sure we don't work too slowly here. All right, so next thing on the list is if we do that, go to that one. This is going to be our landing airport. Let's see if the game knows this airport. Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray. Awesome, sweet. I only have to change 2 of the ones. Echo Golf Zulu X-Ray. Nay. Come on. Zulu. And then if we go back this way. Ah, there we go. Wait, why isn't there no X? Z. It goes, okay, so there's no X. There's no X. Oh no. That means we might WY. There's no X. Are you serious, man? Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. RIP. Okay, man, what the heck? Zulu X-Ray. Well, like, why is there no X here? Like, what's that on about? Like, why? Hey guys, ignore the beeping in the background, but this is the airport we're supposed to land at. Look at this. It's an airport that doesn't exist anymore. So that's why That's not the reason it's not showing up in the flight simulator, because in reality it should be. But yeah, this is the airport we're supposed to land at, which is kind of funny. It's not even an airport anymore. It's called St. Marion Airfield. I wonder if this has a new ICAO code. Maybe they actually still land planes here. If they do land planes here, probably uncontrolled airspace, to be honest with you. It's probably just people who are interested in doing bush piloting, but I don't know if it's going to be illegal here. You can see that the runways are no longer open because of the X, but I don't know. Maybe these are farm fields now. I don't know. We have one major issue, though. So to overcome this issue, we're going to look for an airport that is a little bit closer. Ah, here we go. Ooh. Wait a minute. No, that's the same. This is a different airfield, isn't it? Ah, interesting. Maybe that wasn't the airfield, except I think it is. What is this? What is the ICAO code for this airport? Let's search it up. It doesn't have an ICAO code. All right, so I figured something out. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fly from here. Well, actually, we're going to fly to here. This is going to be one of our waypoints. This airport is an airport that exists, Cornwall Airport. And as you can see, it also, yeah, looks like they got some things going on here. Looks like it was like a military airport. This was a runway that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe this is a military airport or a cargo airport. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know. Looks like maybe passengers, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, so we're going to fly here, and what we need to know is if we're going correctly, we should be flying from... Ooh. All the way from over here. So we should be flying in kind of this direction, and that we're going to need to kind of turn a little bit to the right and do a little survey. The airport should be just around here. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. All right, let's get loaded in here, and we'll get my new ICAO code. Alrighty. So, let's see. The new ICAO code is Echo Golf Hotel Quebec. Hotel, and then Quebec. So this isn't going to be necessarily the safest journey I'm doing. There we go. That's not the airport. St. Maughan. That might be it. You know what? That might be it. Let's take a look. Let's just hit enter here. And let's wait. Let's have it load in here and just kind of take a look at it real fast. It should be the right airport. If we go around here. Yep, that's it. That's it. Was it Hotel Quebec? Or did I type that in completely wrong? Yep, that is where we need to go. All right, so we are ready for departure. I don't know how long that took me, but that took a little bit longer than it should have. So let's turn on our beacons, our nav lights. By the way, it's 10 a.m. In the game. Unfortunately, I'm not playing with live, what is it called? Live time. Because, well, I'm playing with live weather, but I'm not playing with the, actual time. Right now in United Kingdom, it's currently, I think, 7:31 p.m., so it would be very dark right now, and I don't want it to be very dark when we're flying, especially if we're flying to an airport that we're flying to without any lights. It's not going to necessarily be beneficial to anybody. Alrighty, so we are ready to go. Let's move that up just a tad, and we'll turn that on for a couple seconds. I think everything else is as it should be. We are ready to go. Let's start up the engines. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. Sweet. All right, let's get that turned off. We'll get to talking to air traffic control here. Let's talk to ground. Blah, blah, blah. 118. We're going to go over, what is it? What are we flying with? Batteries? Let's hope those don't catch on fire. Blah, blah, blah. 204. It's not 204, it's 205, Mateo. Come on, what are you doing? All right, I realize I could just do it here too, but I don't know why. For some reason, my mind's like, oh yeah, let me flip the radio on the other one rather than the one that's right in front of you. Because both of these screens can show the same information. All right, so where are we going to? We're flying to the west. So we'll just say, you know, we'll taxi a little bit. If I kind of just taxi a little bit to the right, let's just go a little bit to the right here. And, oop, that's not what I meant to do, but all right. No, I don't want to take off just yet. There we go. You know, we'll taxi right here, and then we'll kind of let them tell us what they want us to do. All right, stop right there. Parking brakes on. go to the west.
Southampton ground altitude 5312 with echo request.
Oh, I forgot to change my call sign.
Departure.
It's supposed to be attitude, not altitude. Altitude is my other airline. You want to talk to me?
Altitude 5312 taxi to and hold short of runway 20 via taxiway Alpha Bravo. Contact tower on 118.205 when ready.
All right. I will Alpha Bravo, which is, I think, just down that way. And we'll get on to the first taxiway they have, and they want us to go that way. So, yay. All right. I think this is the same runway we took off from last time, isn't it? I think it is. Turn on taxi lights here. Should be a pretty quick taxi here. Southampton's a nice airport, I'll admit that. It's a good airport. Slow down. Alright. So I know he wants us to taxi on the runway, which is not entirely beneficial, but we are running a little bit heavy, so we'll use the entire runway. We'll taxi all the way down there, just like we did from last time. So we got to request takeoff clearance, and then we'll be out and ready to go.
Altitude 5312 ready at runway 20 west departure.
So if we look there, runway 20 is actually over there. And it doesn't look like there's any wind either. There's a little bit of wind, but there's not a lot. So this should be a nice takeoff here. In comparison to that takeoff that I had in Chicago the other day, which if you're on my Discord, or Caleb's Discord, you had the joy of me seeing me post it on the wrong Discord. I posted it on the wrong Discord server. I meant to post it on mine, and I posted it on the wrong one. And then my Discord bot made fun of me for it. It was just, oh, it was great. It was great. It was great. Yeah, everybody was making fun of me, even including my bot. Anyways, we're going to continue here. We're going to go to runway 20. Should be a beautiful takeoff here. We'll get our autopilot situated when we're in the air. Usually I like to get my autopilot situated when we're in the air because at least I have the airplane a little bit stable. So yeah, that would be good. Alright, here we are. Let's do a turnaround deal. We'll turn around here and we will get ready. We need to get some flaps, so let's just turn around here. We'll get lined up on the runway. Nice thing is this airport doesn't seem to be too busy, so we'll be able to kind of take our time here, and we don't need to rush out. Obviously, in real life, if this was a very busy airport, this taxi on the runway deal probably wouldn't be very beneficial. And I think this is how it is in real life, too, when I looked at the airport. So let's put this here. We'll get some flaps in. There we go. Flaps is just that right there. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Flaps is just that right there. So now we're on takeoff and everything like that. We'll make sure that everything else is good as it should be. Everything is as it should be and looks as it should be, so that is actually a good thing. Alright, we're got takeoff clearance, so let's head out here. But all of our lights are on as well. Perfect. Alright, let's go. I'll remove this. There you go, put that right there. Okay, that might be beneficial. Full power, we'll go. Now we're going to need to be careful with fuel on this flight. This is a long flight, so I imagine we'll probably be there in 2 hours, but I'm going to time-lapse most of it, just because I don't want to have a super long YouTube video, because I don't know. I'm kind of against making super long YouTube videos. Even though sometimes I do make really long ones, this is one of those games where I just don't feel like it's appropriate. Keep it up there. We're off. Normally we could say positive climb gear up, except the gear doesn't go up on the Cessna. So there we go, and we're out. And 10 a.m. I think it is. Well, I think it's probably like 10:20 now, so no, it's probably a lot later than that, thinking about it. There we go. Look at that. Fly en route. Fly the sector and land at your destination. Well, listen, we got a little bit of a ways to go until we actually get to land at our destination. We'll turn to the right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start setting up my autopilot. How do I set up my autopilot? Oh, I just forget how to do it. The autopilot controls are all right here. It's a little bit weird to set up if you're not used to it, because like doing everything on one screen is a little bit weird. Versus when you have like an A320 and it's got like its entire autopilot system kind of up here, and then you have the screens and everything like that, plus a bunch of other stuff, as well as gear. But gear is something that we don't need to worry about right now. We'll get the flaps up. We don't need flaps anymore. So here's what I need to do. Yo. altitude. Let's see, altitude. I'm going to do altitude, and then we're going to, can I do it that way? Perfect. Awesome, that'll be so much easier. So we're flying at 13,800 feet to start with. I might go up to 14,000, but we'll just fly at flight level 130 for right now. And then that can do that. I'm going to get myself on the flight path here before starting the GPS. There are some weird buildings loading in over there. This is what happens when your internet's not too great, but at the time, let's just look at the beautiful buildings that have loaded in. Look at that, 14,000 feet already. We're climbing, so we're doing good here. I think we're doing good. I don't know if we're doing good. For all I know, maybe we're not doing good at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that back a bit. 7B. I've never really understood the mix controls and stuff like that. It's always been something that's kind of like, I've never really understood the mix controls. If you fly a lot of jets and stuff like that, you usually don't need to worry about the mix. My plane's climbing. Randomly, just decided to start climbing, which is a little weird. But we're almost here on the flight path, as you can see. You can also see the flight path here as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I think what I need to hit is, whoa, there we go. That's what I need. So this is the GPS. So if I hit autopilot, engage autopilot, he's going to aim me towards the ground. Don't aim me towards the ground. What are you doing? There we go. Let's start our climb here, and then I'm going to have GPS. So if I put nav mode on, I believe what he's going to do now is follow the little, this path here all the way down to where we're going, which is Podstag. Oh, you know what I never did? Did ATC try to call me? Or had they still not? ATC has not called me. What is my, did they give me, there's a contact. Interesting. They haven't called me yet, which is weird. And I think they want to, but I'm out of their airspace now, which is creating a little problem now. Oh, great. We might not have air traffic control. Can I flip it around? Here we go. Southampton Tower. Okay, he gave me a frequency change, even though I didn't hear that.
Southampton Tower altitude 5312 frequency change.
Yeah, it for some reason didn't give me the. All right, that's weird. All right, let's get a kind of like a flight following here. Technically, when you're flying VFR, I don't believe you need to have a flight following or talk to an air traffic controller when you're flying VFR. But I believe that what you can do is you can get what they call a flight following, which basically means that an air traffic controller sees your airplane and they are going to basically help you along the way. They're not going to tell you what to do, but they're just going to say, like, hey, if you have somebody that's coming too close to your airplane, they'll warn you of that. Look at that. Okay, so I had to pause the video for a second. Now the radio call went through. That's weird. All right, so let's contact Solent Approach. Oh, is that not the right one? I messed it up. Nope, Mateo's messing things up. Back it up. It's 2:30, not 3:30. There we go. I don't want IFR. We're going to do flight following. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful this is. This is absolutely beautiful.
Skyhawk 8 miles west of Southampton. Request flight following.
Wow, we're climbing really slowly. That's okay though.
Altitude 5312 Solent approach. Squawk 4403.
Squawk 4403. Cool. So the squawk code is basically what allows them to see us. We type in that little squawk code. All right. Is he not? Can he tell me what? He's not going to tell me what my. Oh, altimeter. Sweet.
9 miles west of Southampton, 3,300 feet. Altimeter 29.77.
29.77. There we go. So we tuned that in. Awesome. I always like to call tuning in like the altimeter. It's kind of like almost tuning an instrument in a way. It just makes sure that it is as it should be. We are flying in a cloud here. which is a little scary sometimes because when you fly through clouds, it likes to ice up the windows, and it'll ice up the windows to a point that's not even realistic. And then there's no way to get rid of it. We're getting away here. Let's just, I guess, take some looks around the airplane and kind of enjoy the view. Oh, look at that. I don't know what it looks like on the video, but the video, like, what you're going to see on this video doesn't look remotely as good as this looks. There's an airport right there. An airport. I think that's an airport. It looks like a grass strip, maybe. We're flying over it. Look at how beautiful this is, though. Like, this is actually really terrifying, just how high this is already. Like, we're flying really high up here. We can see everything. We can even see the water, which is awesome. All right, let's get back into the airplane here, and get to work here. Pretty much the airplane should fly itself from here on out. Foreign missed approach. Is that what he just said? Foreign missed approach. Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Bournemouth approach. That's why it sounded like foreign missed approach. Bournemouth, foreign missed approach. Yeah. Sweet. Yep. I will contact them. 119er decimal 48.
Going to 119er decimal 48 altitude 5312.
There we go. Sweet. That is right there. Perfect. Contact them. Tell them who we are. We're attitude, not altitude.
Bournemouth approach altitude 5312, 4,300 feet.
4,000 feet.
Altitude 5312.
Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot.
Continue as planned. Altimeter 29er decimal 77.
No, you're not stalling. Hold on, let's just increase some speed here, alright? We just gotta increase some speed here, alright? Take a chill pill. Alright, and gain speed. It's fine. We're as we should be. My dog's barking as well, probably because he hears me talking. Yay. All those trees and everything's so beautiful here. Alright, but as you can see, we're flying almost above the clouds here. We have another layer of clouds just in front of us, so hopefully we'll be above them by the time we get there, just so that our windows don't fog up, because this game loves to overreact with the window fogging physics, which is just great. Alrighty, well, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a mixture of time lapses and stuff like that, because, I mean, there's really, I don't know. You know what, maybe what I'll do? I'll do some cinematic shots. Oh, we got turbulence. I think maybe what I might do is do a mixture of shots here to just kind of take a look at the scenery and enjoy the view while we're at it. Yeah, it's going to be a fun flight. We'll be there in like maybe an hour or so. Obviously, I'm not going to record that entire hour because it's too long. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll contact you guys when we are at cruising altitude, which will hopefully be in a little bit. And we're experiencing some intense turbulence here, which is not necessarily beneficial, but yeah. Alrighty, so we are, that was a little tiny bit time lapse. It was only 2 minutes, but we are here at 6,000 feet. We're currently climbing still, and we are gaining speed, which is a good thing as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the the vertical climb speed. So what you can also do, you can do a few different things with the vertical climb. In a plane like this one, why is that not, wait, why? I think what I need to do is I need to, wait, that's the altimeter. Why didn't that one switch? Is there a separate tuning bit for that, the altimeter? Maybe, wait, maybe, do you need to like hit this down maybe? No. Interesting. Okay. Weird. I don't know why that was staying at 294, but whatever. Cool. we are at 5,000, well, almost 6,000 feet there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the taxi lights because I forgot to do that. Look at that. We're flying, though. It's beautiful. We should be there in a little bit. Maybe, you know what? Let's just look at our VFR map here and see how far we are along the flight. We still have a lot of flying yet to do. I mean, this is a pretty long flight here. But, I mean, we're making great progress. My hope is that the fuel doesn't run out. If the fuel runs out, I'm probably going to cry. Yep, I will cry. But, you know, I think we'll be okay. Let's just have faith, okay? All right, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you off on another time lapse here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pull the throttle back just a hair. Even though it didn't really do that. It's fine where the throttle is. The throttle is perfectly fine. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Altitude 5312, Yeovil approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.62. Yeovil approach altitude 5312.
That's not what I meant to hit. No, that's not. I didn't want to hit cancel flight following. Whatever. All right, we got.
Altitude 5312, Yeovil approach, cancellation received.
No, I don't want to do that. No.
17000.
No. Hey, I'm sorry.
Frequency
Oh
change
shoot.
approved.
Everything's going wrong. We're stalling, and we just removed our flight following unintentionally. Hey!
Yeovil approach altitude 5312 was type Cessna Skyhawk 4 miles northwest of Echo Golf Lima.
There we go. Do I have to like physically?
Request flight following.
We're flying a little too slowly.
Altitude 5312, Yeovil approach.
Why are you climbing? I told you not to climb. Thanks. All right, 4532. That's our new squawk code. Awesome. Look at the windows. The windows have ice effects, which I think is really cool. That's why I love the flight simulator, because it has these effects on the windows. And the old flight simulators did not. However, at the same time, it's also very overdone.
Radar contact 5 miles south of Echo Golf Foxtrot, uniform 9,500 feet. Altimeter 29.61.
Cool. Now we got to gain speed again.
Altitude 5312.
Our fuel's not looking too awesome. And just so you know, there's a whole bunch of land over there. This cloud right here is a little scary. My fear is that these whole windows are going to fog up. And when they fog up, this game does not joke around with window fogging. The problem is there's nothing you can do about it because this game doesn't actually have... I don't think it actually has features that allow you as a parking brake. It doesn't actually, I think, allow you to... or have any, like, window heat or anything like that. Maybe I'm missing it or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Because we have these two, yeah? Cabin heat. I don't know. Maybe? If I was to do that, maybe? I do wonder, maybe that'll do that, or maybe it's too hot in here, in which case it's not going to help me. It's actually going to do the opposite of help me. Alright, let's increase the vertical speed again and continue climbing. We're just about at 13,000 feet. I don't know if what I just did is going to help me. For all I know, it might actually make things worse for my aircraft, but it's worth a shot. I don't actually know if that does anything. We'll have to see, though. But we're flying. There's ice on the windows. Part of me feels like that might actually be doing something. Because if it is, that's a good thing. Alrighty, well, we're going to continue here. The plane is stable and everything seems to be fine. And we're just under 13,000 feet now. So, I mean, give it a couple minutes yet. We should probably be up to 13,000. Yepers. What is that? Is that like a racetrack or something like that? Interesting. Like, are those... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if what I did is helping me, but it looks like it could potentially be helping me a little bit. For all I know, it might not be doing anything at all. And maybe it's just using fuel. If it is, that's not beneficial at all to anybody. Yep. Let me just decrease this a little bit. Hope that I can stop decreasing altitude. Game, I was about to do a cinematic shot, and all I hear from the cockpit is stall, 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 stop stalling. I was going to do a cinematic shot, and all I hear from the cockpit is stall, stall. Why are you decreasing? No, don't. Stop. Stop that. No, don't do that. I mean, do you want me to put full throttle? Fine, I'll put full throttle. Oh, wait, I might have just turned off the autopilot. Oh, yep. Nope, I didn't. Did I turn off nav mode? Oh, what are you doing? We're going into a cloud. That's actually really terrifying. Why are you doing that? Look at that. What is that doing? Autopilot. Hey.
Altitude 5312, contact London Center on 118.
Can you not climb that high? Like why are you climbing at 1,000 feet a minute? I mean, kudos to you for doing that, but it's not necessarily what I need. Yeah, well, I wonder why we're stalling. Maybe it's because the plane put you... Alright. Let's just level her out here. Stop. Let's just level her out here. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, hold on. I need to contact London Center. Just give me a chill pill for a second. Hold on. Nice thing is contacting London Center is right there. So there we go. Nay, no.
London Center, altitude 5312.
Wow, this is not beneficial now, is it? We're flying through the clouds here. 9,000 feet.
Altitude 5312 London Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.60.
Done 4. Can you not? Maybe I need...
Altitude 5312, contact Yeovil approach on 127.35.
What? Look at that. What are you doing? Autopilot. Why are you, like, pushing the plane at, like, a... Like, look at this. I let go with my throttle here. We literally go into, like, a 90-degree climb. I don't know what this is doing. Hold on.
Altitude 5312, acknowledge. Last transmission.
I'm sorry. Okay, you want me to contact Yeovil. I don't know what this thing thinks it's doing. Look at that. Let it go. Look at that. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Let me just turn off that. Nay, no. Hold on. Here, can you do me a favor? Hold your altitude. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. We're fine. We're going really slowly, but it's fine. Oh. Chill. Relax. I don't know what this autopilot thinks it's doing, but it's on drugs, clearly. autopilot think it's doing? Listen. How about this? Let's just level out 8,600 feet, yeah? Like, why does it want to climb so much? Like, what is this? Like, why? Like, why you do that? Is it because this thing? No, it's because... Yeah. I think we're going through a storm. I think that's what this is doing. Look at that. Now I have all this because we descended. We descended all this way, and so now I have all this altitude yet. No. Like, why are you climbing at that rate? Maybe it's because we're going through a storm right now. We probably shouldn't be. Do I just have to hand flyer for a second? I mean, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But I don't know why this is just going in like a nose dive. This is weird. Like we're descending, which isn't what I wanted to do. If you could just climb like that, and not look. The plane says it should be up here. No, because see, I let you go, and you're going on this whole method of whatever you think you can do. Stop this madness. You know what it is? I think it's because we're going through a storm right now. We probably shouldn't be going through a storm right now, but the point is we're going through a storm. So I'm just going to pull that out a little bit more. I don't actually know how much that should be, but it's fine. I don't actually know if that's what I need. But I think it's because we're going through a storm. If we look above us, I think there's actually a rainstorm. So, not beneficial. Hey, listen. Why don't I just destroy autopilot for a second? Take hand flyer for a moment. Oh my god, we're descending to an area I don't want to descend to. Do you think it could be this? Well, the thing is if it's the pitot that's causing the problem, it shouldn't be like that because we have the pitot heat on. So it shouldn't be... The pitot tube shouldn't be having any issues. Because we have... we have the pitot heat switch on. So if it's the pitot, the pitot tube that's kind of causing us some problems right now, there's no explanation to why that should be. Alright, so I got the plane under control. I think I figured out what the issue is. I don't know why, but for some reason this was doing something really weird. The autopilot is now making me descend rapidly. So the plane might crash into a billion pieces. So let's just turn the throttles down. There you go, turn the throttles back up. We're going really fast, which isn't beneficial to anybody. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the autopilot back on. It's going to put us into a vertical climb all over again for whatever reason. Oh my gosh. She's going to put us into a vertical climb because that's smart. No, shut your mouth. You're not. You're not. Like, why? It's just like, oh yeah, let's just put her into a vertical climb, why don't we? I'm going to hand fly this for a little bit because I think what's going on here is we're in a storm. And what it might be is it thinks that... You know what it could be? I was going to say, well, maybe it could be that. That's off. I want nav because I want to be able to fly with our flight path here, which is we're not doing. All right. Let's use the trim wheel a little bit. Trim wheel. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Climbing a little bit too high there for my liking. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay. Let's even her out here. Turn to the right, because for some reason this thing's doing something real weird. We descended like literally 4,000 feet and whatever that is. And I think what it might be is it might be because there's a storm going on out there. I don't really know for sure. But it kind of feels like I'm in a storm right now. And that's probably what's causing it, is that I'm in a rainstorm. So the fact that I'm in a rainstorm doesn't necessarily help anybody out. Alrighty, we're in the clouds, and as you can see, look at the rain effects. We are flying through a thunderstorm right now, I think it is. I don't know if we're going to see thunder and lightning, but the point is it's raining, and I'm turning way off course. Holy moly. I was flying parallel with that line just a couple seconds ago, and
Bank angle.
No, shut up. Bank angle's not a thing. It's fake news. I was flying parallel with that, and then now I'm not. So I'm going to go fly this way again. Really, all I can do right now is fly instrumentally. I can't fly visually, but I'm hand flying her right now because I feel like that's the best option to do while we're in this rainstorm. Technically, it's not illegal to do this. I know in the bigger planes it is technically illegal. I don't know if, actually I don't really know. I know that hand flying a full flight in a massive passenger aircraft like a 737 is not necessarily illegal. I don't believe. But we're in Cessna 172, so this isn't technically illegal. We can fly without the autopilot. It's fine. We're flying a little bit low right now, and the reason is because like I can't. You know what? Maybe we can try to ascend here. I'm going to ascend. Just by hand here. And maybe we can get out of these clouds, because I think once we get out of the clouds, we'll be okay. Because as of right now, we're experiencing a lot of rain. You can see the rain effects on the windows, pretty cool. But it is cloudy all around us, so it's a little scary. Alright, so a little bit of a flight update. We are still flying around here. As you can see, we're nearing our destination. We should be, I would say, at least another 20 minutes or so, and we'll be landing at whatever airport it is. What is it? Pozdon? Something like that. It's not Poznan. That's Poland. I don't remember what the name was. But we should be there about 20-ish minutes. As you can see, we're still going through really awful weather, and I think the weather here is actually worse than what it was earlier. So we could be having a fun approach into the airport. Alrighty, so we are still flying, and look at that, we can see the ground. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love the fact that we can actually see the ground now. Hopefully you enjoyed that little time lapse there. We were just inside flying, but this is great. This is great weather. Oh my gosh, you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy it while it's here. Look at the clouds right above us, yeah? And the fact that we can see the ground. So I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work out, but there's some science behind this. Let's just see if the autopilot actually works this time, because I want to see if maybe I could enable the autopilot for at least the last little bit of the flight. Stop. Nay. Stop. Okay, I don't know what the autopilot's doing then. Stop this. I don't know what the autopilot thinks it's doing. This is weird. I don't know what the autopilot thinks it's doing. I don't know why. Oh, we're in the clouds again. That was short-lived. That was a little short-lived, if you ask me. I was hoping we could maybe be out of the clouds for a little bit longer. We're nearing our destination, though. If I had to imagine, probably at least another 10 minutes or so. Well, I would say at least a half hour, maybe, of flying yet. It's 4:36 p.m. Oh, shh, quiet, quiet. You didn't see any bank angle. Well, yeah. We're just cruising along here, and we're nearing our destination. So I'll probably cut out the rest of the flight, and then we'll come back to you when I'm descending. It'll be a little bit fun because we're going to have to go and see where the airport is. I don't know where the airport is. We're going to an airport that's not currently on our map. So, well, yeah, it'll be fun. What airport is that over there? Is that Echo Golf Romeo Oscar? I don't think so. Roche Barton Farm Airstrip. Something tells me that's not Echo Golf Romeo Oscar. Alrighty, so we're only a couple minutes later since my last clip. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start descending. You see that little airport right there? I think that's the airport that my GPS is currently sent to. If I look at my VFR map. I think that's Echo... Yeah. So that airport that is right there, if you look on the map, if I actually remove this, you see that? That is this airport right here. Echo Golf Hotel, Quebec. There it is right there. Yep, that's the airport. Except the airport we need to go to, I think, is this one. I think it's that one, actually. So it should be off to our right. I'm actually just going to turn to our right here and see if maybe we can see it. Because if we can see it, we'll just... Oh, there it is right there. Sweet. Unless there's another airport. I don't really know. I might just fly straight for that, actually. You know what? I'll stay on course for right now. I'm going to take a look at something, a map real fast, because, you know, it really sucks whenever... Unfortunately, if you looked at... If Mateo knew how to speak English, maybe what he was about to say would have made sense. No, I was going to say, if you're paying attention to the beginning of the video, when I was putting in my GPS waypoint, there was no X-ray. For some reason, X was not a thing in my GPS. It was going from WYZ instead of WXYZ. I'm sorry if me saying Z annoys anybody. Alrighty, so we're going to start descending. Look, there's the airport right there. That's this airport. Yeah. So we're very close. I'm going to start descending. I'm going to pull back on the throttle a little bit, and we're going to pull ourselves this way, because the airport we need to land at is an airport that doesn't exist anymore. My question is, are these illegal batteries? Why are they having us land at an airport that doesn't necessarily exist anymore? Look at the clouds! Oh my gosh, if only this was... Wow. Of course, it has to be right when we're about to land, right? Right when we're about to land is right when the clouds start, you know, going away and everything like that. But of course, so I'm thinking that that other airport, that other old airport that's about right here, doesn't exist anymore. So if I actually look at Google Maps here, I'll pull it up just here. I'm gonna do that. If I take a look here, oh, you're dumb. So we have this airport. This is the airport we're landing at. This is another airport right here, and we're not landing at this airport. We're landing here. So my guess is that that second airport probably isn't modeled in. All right, I gotta find where I'm going. And now that we're almost done with the flight, the weather decides to go away. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a look. We're just going to kind of look here. There's the other airport right there. Maybe what I might do is I might fly there off screen. It says the airport might be right here. I mean, I think it still exists. It does still exist in real life. Oh, look, we're over top of it. Here it is. All right. Where should our approach be in from? Maybe we should go from there, land in, and then taxi. I think that's how we're going to do it. Or actually, you know what we could do? We could go from this way. I think, you know what, actually, I feel like going from, okay, I know what we're going to do. We're going to fly this way, and we're going to fly on, I don't know what to call this runway since it's not a runway anymore. We're going to fly in for, I think, this runway right here. If I'm looking at that right. I don't know. I can't see the airport anymore to make a judgment of what I actually want to do with my life. We're going away from the airport, which isn't necessarily what we want to do. So I just have the throttle on idle right now. And that's because we're descending. So we're actually keeping a pretty good speed here. I'll give her a notch of flaps. Or as I said in the previous episode, flatches. Let's get some landing lights and the taxi lights on here. And we'll make our way in. Give her some throttle. And we will come in here. Give her another notch of flaps. I almost said flatches again. I don't know what made me say flatches last time, but I ended up saying flatches. I want to say that the Rosero airstrip is actually a, I was going to say bus stop, but I mean, is a helicopter pad. Oh, we're flying in the clouds. I hate not being able to see my airport. Because I think we're actually right in now. If I can just descend. Oh, here it is. There we are. My hope was that I was actually going to make it in for that runway. So let's actually do that. Let's not go in for that runway. Having icy windows is just beautiful, isn't it? We're going to descend here. And we'll turn to the right. We'll kind of start a right turn here for this runway. Because then what I want to do, my idea is to taxi and park right there. This is probably the first landing these citizens, or the people who live at this house, excuse me, let me learn how to speak English. Like, is this like an old military camp? Or there's just a bunch of houses? I think those are just a bunch of houses. But the point is, I think this is going to be the first landing these people are seeing at this airport in a while. Let me try to control my speed a little bit better. Definitely not the worst airport I've landed at here.
Minimums.
Continue. All right. Oh, coming in. Oh, coming in hot.
100.
Ooh. Oof. Oh my gosh.
50.
Stall.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, that wasn't good. I just heard a plane outside. We're on the grass. I should have gone around. I just heard a plane outside. And it sounded really low. I just landed in the grass. Well, we landed on the grass. That's not the greatest thing ever. Now is it? Oh, I still hear the plane out there. And no, it's not my plane. Can we please move? Turn off landing lights, turn off the strobe lights, turn off nothing else. Man, that was not a good landing. Not a good landing. Whoo, why do you want to take off? We'll pull the flaps back in, and we'll just taxi here. I don't know why, but this plane, why does it want to pull me to the right? I'm yanking my my rudder to the to the right, and it wants to pull me to the left. Do you see that? Look at that. It's pulling me to the left. wants to pull me to the left. I want to go to the right. We'll just taxi down here. I imagine that this airport probably isn't controlled by anybody. Man, that landing, I'm going to be thinking about that landing for a while. But, I mean, what are we going to do? Sometimes you have good landings, sometimes you have bad landings. Part of me feels like this is a road I'm taxiing down. Like, I don't feel like I should be here, to be honest. Where can I taxi to? We're at an airport that doesn't exist anymore. So, let's just taxi this way and make our own parking. Now, the question of the month is if am I going to be able to come back here? Because AirHauler recognizes this airport. The thing is, I don't know if the game recognizes this airport, and clearly I don't think it does. But it's modeled in. It's modeled in. So, I mean, if I need to, I guess what I can do is I can spawn in. I can spawn in at Echo Golf Hotel Quebec, and I can potentially just do a quick flight over here before the next episode, and then we can continue off right here if needed be. Or I can just save it right here as well. Could probably just do that too. Well, here we are. Let's just shut down the airplane here. Let's see. Turn off that. Turn off that. That can go off. That's fine. That's fine. Parking brake is set. Can shut off that. Actually, let's ooh. Oh, I love the lighting. Look at that lighting. Look at that. It's so beautiful. All right, let's turn that off. Standby instruments. Those are the standby instruments. And we'll turn the plane off. Ooh. Yay! The job's been complete. I'm so dumb. It said departure, not arrival airport. I'm dumb. We earned money. Good. Hit OK. That's done. Is it done? It's done. We earned our money. We have $251,596. That's not a lot of money at all. So I'm glad I chose this method, because man, earning money in this is going to be quite difficult. We're going to be flying the 172 for quite some time. All right, let's finish the flight monitoring, see how it went. 2 Echo Golf Zulu X-ray. Yeah, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great, honestly. Landing gear down, false. It wasn't, yeah. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you enjoyed, as I said, hit the like button. It's been fun flying, been peaceful. I've been flying for about, I think, 3 hours. So, yeah, I wasn't intending this episode to be so long. But, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Cider. Peace.